Unlike football, parenting never has an off season. It's a 24-hour a day, 365 days a year from birth of your child to your own death. You never stop thinking about the next play or the next call. You have nightmares over that career-ending injury. A football player may recover from his injuries, but a person who is victimized by human trafficking never recovers. Their family never recovers. Lives are forever changed. For those lucky enough to escape their trafficker in the life of indentured servitude, those who survive, they live with the horrors and the memories that they can never forget. They close their eyes at night, still wondering how they got to where they are today. They fear where they will be tomorrow. They are stuck in a cycle of anxiety, uncertainty, and trauma that no person should ever have to endure. As a coach, I can train my players in a way that prepares them to avoid a career-ending injury. As a parent, sometimes all you can do is pray. We can warn our children of the monsters of the movies and stories, but we can never prepare them for the monsters that present themselves as friends, as family members, as co-workers, or simply the neighbors next door. When a player gets injured and asks his coach what happened, we can review the film, break down the play, and tell them what happened and how it happened. But what do you say to your child, to your sister, to your friend, or a stranger who asked you why? Why did this happen to me? Why didn't you prepare me for this? What did you do to protect me? There is no film to analyze. There is no instant replay, no referee to ask, no cell phone video to reflect upon. I, for one, will have an answer. Through the Hue Jackson Foundation, we will educate our community, our neighborhoods, and our children about the warning signs and dangers of human trafficking. We will tell them and show them how things like social media and the risky behaviors can lure even the most innocent among us. We will teach businesses how to protect their employees and to reduce opportunities for engagement in unintentional human trafficking. We will help the victims by giving them resources that they need to become survivors. We will show them that there is hope. It is not uncommon to hear the society has a very limited understanding of exactly what human trafficking is and how it affects them. Simply put, it's modern-day slavery that robs a human being of dignity, respect, and hope. Human trafficking takes the lives out of its victims and leaves them with nothing but fear, shame, and guilt. Human trafficking victims and their families lose more than the rest of us will ever understand. And it happens in plain sight. It happens to everyone. It happens in every neighborhood, in every class, and in every country. Ohio alone has consistently ranked in the top 5 in the nation for reported occurrences of human trafficking over the last 5 years. Keep in mind that for every victim identified, there's at least 100 who have not been identified. These numbers are merely the tip of the iceberg. Many victims either go unnoticed, unidentified, or are too fearful to come forward with the claim or statement that they are a victim of human trafficking. Think about that. According to the Foundation's Special Advisor, Detective John Morgan, of the Human Trafficking Task Force, since January of 2018, over 90 victims have already been identified in greater Cleveland area. What isn't known are the hundreds of victims right here in our community that haven't been identified and given an opportunity to be a survivor. If you think those numbers are staggering, think about this. Currently, as of today, there are only 18 beds in Cleveland where survivors can find safe haven as they journey on the path to survivorship. So I asked all of you sitting here today, which of you are going to tell the other 72 victims that we have no place for them to go to get help, to escape their traffickers, to start over. Which of you will answer the plea for help when a victim is identified? Who among you will be their hope? Who's willing to accept that challenge? NASCAR race driver Tyler Depot, who you guys all met, who was here today, of the DGR Crossley, will help to deliver our message as he travels 100 miles an hour around a racetrack tomorrow night. A young man of 18 years of age has shown courage on and off the track. He wants to give courage to the victims of human trafficking. We hope that the NFL will continue to bring hope. Historically, the NFL has led the sports industry in taking a stand against domestic violence and anti-human trafficking awareness campaigns as recently as Super Bowl 52. Rick Thornton, special agent in charge of the FBI's Minneapolis division, said this about preparing for the last Super Bowl. An event like this is about planning, about preparation, and about partnerships. Each organization brings its unique abilities to the table, but it requires tremendous teamwork, cooperation to pull everything together into a unified whole. The Hue Jackson Foundation wants to ensure that the NFL in its entirety is part of that team in protecting everyone, including victims of human trafficking, at all events, including the Super Bowl. It is our goal to take this message to every team in the league, including coaching staffs, administrative staffs, and all personnel on and off the field.